Going live, going live, going live. I'm live! Hi, everybody. This is our weekly live stream with the Holler neighbors. Do you know which neighbor I have today? This is Mortimer. He's irritated that I'm holding it up, but I don't care. So you'll notice there's an absence of neighbors here. I'm all alone at the drive-in movie. It's a feeling that ain't too groovy. Yeah, that's right. Neighbors are not here. The neighbors are in Gordonsville right now. So I thought we'd do the live stream without Tactical and Nighthawk, but they're probably going to show up midway through. Here's what happened today. We had a big day because the workshop is coming. And so I went one way and they went another way. I grabbed Tactical's truck and drove to a friend's house to pick up tables and a hand washing station and a cooler for the workshop that's coming up in only 2 weeks. And then I needed to deliver coffee to a customer, and I needed to pick up my milk share because it's Thursday is milk share day. And I came home and they left sometime while I was gone. They drove to Nashville and they fixed some windows at my duplex, and they picked up a truck because Nighthawk has started a handyman business and he needs a truck. So he got a pretty good deal on a truck, but it needs to be repaired. So he brought Tactical with him so they could hopefully repair the truck. And last I heard, they're both driving back. They're at the Gordonsville exit. That's 15 minutes from here. And so they'll probably jump in about part of the way through. This is why I did not set a topic for tonight's live stream, though, because I didn't know who would be here. I can tell you my board with thermostats is still not built, and it's not going to be built till after the workshop happens, which I wonder if we should live stream from the workshop. That'd be kind of fun. We'll see if we can get that done. I know, like, next week I might do a live stream because Mama Sauce shows up on Sunday. And just like throwing her on the live stream would be kind of funny. Come here. Come here. Right here. Get right there. Yep. Come on. Get right here. Right here. Yeah. This is my other neighbor. This is Cece. Cece's not allowed on the couch. So she was really confused when I told her to get on the couch. And now she looks a little uncomfortable. Cece, look right there. Nope. You're just going to lay down? Okay. That's Cece. Hi, Cece. Okay, she's just looking picturesque. So, hey, Josh, good to see you. So tonight, I want to talk about what it's like to be in my head when there's a workshop only 2 weeks away. I'm having a little trouble keeping up with the details. I'm not going to lie. And part of the challenge of the workshop this year has been that some of the people are coming from out of town. Some of the speakers are coming from out of town. And I don't know who's coming. And it's 2 weeks away. This doesn't make me tense at all, right? So we've been following up with people. I finally got the menu done. So we're going to have hamburgers night 1, which is Wednesday arrival night. And then night 2 is going to be bratwurst by our buddy over at School Bell Farm, Mark Alexander. And I think I might pair that with, yes, Primus. Woo, Primus. I might pair that with the smoked, like I made a venison ham, and we'll pair that with the smoked venison ham probably, because I think the bratwurst are a poultry-based bratwurst. Not 100% sure. We'll see when we get them. And then we'll have sides that are yummy. We're getting greens supplied by Smith Family Farms. Yep, Loretta, it's going to be really good. And those, like Mark Alexander has a way with bratwurst spices. I'm just going to say we're getting those. And then Friday night is meatloaf night, but I might make it pulled pork night. So I have these smoked butts for pulled pork night. If it's pulled pork night, you know what? It's just going to be meatloaf is Saturday. Pulled pork and rotisserie chicken on Friday night, and then we'll do the meatloaf night on Saturday night. Friday night is barter blanket night, so I think we just need to like shove people full of barbecue for that because, it's part of the fun. We're going to have a bourbon tasting that Glenn's bringing out, and we'll have Barter Blanket, of course. There'll be some karaoke down in the workshop building, and it's going to be fun. Vegan meals, Cider Hollow. If you come, I'll give you a vegan meal every meal the whole time you're here. Because I know that's how you eat. So I'm kind of excited that this year we've been able to source a lot of our ingredients locally. For lunches, we're going to have chicken tacos, one lunch. We're going to have beef stew, another lunch. And we're going to have our traditional deli sandwiches on day one. I didn't know if we would get deli sandwiches this year because I didn't know how the food supply was going to go. But it looks like deli meat's not a problem for this event. If for some reason a supply issue comes up, I'm going to cook with what I have, and I have a lot. So we have home canned green beans, home canned corn. We have Barky Dog, no barks. And we also have all sorts of things that we can cook. We've got bacon and eggs and hash browns for breakfast. It's going to be pretty yummy. Loretta says, bourbon, barbecue, brats. Yes, all the bees, and beer. There will be kegs of beer here for people. I usually put out a bit of a liquor table. Bring a bottle of something to share. I always say that. It's pretty fun. I'm coming at some point. Yes, Loretta, you should totally come. You'll have a really good time. So head count wise, we're going to be a little lighter on participation than most years. So we're going to be at about 32, 33 people. Usually we're closer to 35 to 40. I don't like to ever go over 40. I had a couple last minute cancellations this week. And I'm not really pushing adding attendees at this point because we've ordered t-shirts for everybody. It's been kind of a fun time. So what else we got? Will there be toilet paper available? Yes. Before the pandemic hit, I had enough toilet paper for me and this event at this location. So we're fine. And I have replenished toilet paper once because I buy it by the giant cube of toilet paper. So toilet paper is not a problem. I was having trouble getting my hands on hand sanitizer. Then I discovered that I have a liter left over from last year. Plenty of hand sanitizer. We've got 3 or 4 hand washing stations set up. Usually we use dishes that we hand wash in between uses. This year, I decided as a nod to COVID, we'd just use paper plates. Then there's no risk of people not cleaning their plates well, and I can make sure. So, we've changed things a little bit, but not too much. Man, I have a hankering for French onion soup, though. I don't know if I can get that done for the workshop. How do you make 40 little ramekins of French onion soup all at one time? It's a good question. Any input? If you were going to make 40 ramekins of French onion soup, I bet people would like that. I was originally going to do watercress soup, but the watercress is past its prime, so we're not going to do that. I could do butternut squash soup. All sorts of things we can do. And then, of course, we're going to have all these, I've got chips and salsa. It's the homemade salsa that we made at Green Chili Weekend. It's really good salsa. I have pickled things, so pickled beets, pickles that I've made, and dilly beans. Those will be good. I have canned peaches. They're not on the menu. I have this really, really good pickle relish. It's good on sandwiches. It's good on bratwurst. And we made sauerkraut for brat night, but for any night, I'm going to be teaching about fermenting and teaching about canning. So I thought, well, we have to have sauerkraut to taste, even if I'm showing you how to make it. So I made some. And then some homemade cheeses from the Holler. So are you happy being a Holler neighbor? She's like, I can't believe she's letting me do this. Yep, that's my dog. What else do we have going? Yeah, pickled pickles are really good. Bringing a pan or two of avocado brownies to share. By the way, if you guys who are coming to the workshop want to have something really good, order some of her avocado brownies. They're fantastic. I already ordered a tray, right? Because I need a tray. Just saying. One that, shows up after the workshop. Mama Sauce likes them too, and she'll be here. Is there is what a fire hazard? Meh. I'm getting trolled by AutoFab. Not like I was trolled last time we did the live stream. That was a little embarrassing. If that happens again, by the way, I'm not going to stop the live stream. They can just say whatever they want to say. And I'll eventually figure out how to ban them. It turns out on YouTube, you can't ban people from seeing your channel or from interacting, but you can mute them on a specific live stream. So now I know I have to like get on my computer and mute people on a specific live stream. So that is what it is. I don't think we're making that kind of avocado brownies, but I don't ask a lot of questions here. Pretty sure we're not making that kind of avocado brownies, though, AutoFab. Well, hello, Mark Alexander. Welcome to the live chat. So what are you guys into this week? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm hearing cars start. There's a car in my driveway, and it's not the Rednecks. Do you know who it is? It's actually the guy who rents my cabin. The guy who rents my cabin works for the Army Corps, and he just got back from setting up a hospital in Nashville with 67 extra beds that may or may not ever get used for COVID. And he was like, well, that was an interesting experience. Like, they had to redo this whole hospital wing and add beds in like 3 weeks. It's kind of an interesting project. Maybe AutoFab can out-troll the troll. I love how you're on twice, AutoFab. That's part of the fun. Mark does speak. Mark spoke with words to me this week, which was kind of cool. I was not expecting that this soon. Don't ruin the people. The brownies are really good. Like, the first year Jenny came to my workshop, she had avocado brownies, and everybody's like, okay, I'll try it. And then they were like, oh, that's actually kind of good. And then the next year, avocado brownies were decimated at the workshop. So we'll see what happens this year. And then, like, from time to time, some of us who are more keto leaning have a tendency to order her avocado brownies because it gives us a chance to have something kind of chocolatey and sweet, but not too sweet, and not a lot of carbs. It's a pretty good little dessert. It's kind of a gateway dessert, though. You have to be careful. Just one avocado brownie, not 5 avocado brownies. Well, maybe 5 at the workshop. You know, all rules are off at the workshop, right? Nurse Nancy says hello. Hi, Nancy. Jenny's working on her presentation this week. I'm excited to see it. You know what? Mine is about like changing your life, not changing your life, but getting things going with my 3 things. I'm really tempted to change my topic. Will people be mad if I change my topic? Because I was kind of thinking of talking about navigating starting a business in this environment right now where there's a little bit of overregulation going on. But I could do my 3 things. That's what I said I was going to do. What do you guys think? Cider Hollow is fighting with himself. I don't know about that. You know, AutoFab, what I want you to do is set up like 5 more accounts so that you can just be like filling my comments with all 5 of you. That would be kind of funny. I know both topics sound relevant. John Pagliano is going to be here talking about going from Marine to millionaire, but I think he's also going to bring into like that talk like he always does, current events and what he's seeing for the future and how you can tap into that, because you can always tap into that. Are you a good dog? Yeah, you have no idea why I let you up here. That's okay. It's all for the performance for the people over there that you're not looking at. Yeah. So I'm always torn because I had the whole my 3 things ready to go, but I'm getting a lot of questions about people who are starting their side hustles and their small businesses. And you know, it's one of those strange times in our country's history where the road before us is never certain, right? But the road before us is a little odd and a little unusual. And how do you plan for that? Well, I think you plan for that. How you always plan for that. You should always be planning for an uncertain road, but we can see some things going on and some things happening. No, yes, maybe, probably not. Is it my lag or do your lips not match the sound? Dude, it's streaming video over the interwebs. Don't expect too much. I live in the country. I have DSL. I have had DSL for many, many years. At least you're hearing something. Jackie Chan sauce, mine. What do you think about that, Cece? So what questions do you guys have about the Holler? I harvested so much salad this week, I don't know if we're going to be able to eat it all, but I'm putting in a good effort. I got 4-gallon bags, like stuffed full of lettuce. We're down to 3.5. Yeah. That's what happens when you start 64 lettuce plants all at once. And I need to harvest the lettuce outside. So tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm probably going to make another 1 or 2 gallon bags of lettuce. But the lettuce outside is about to give up the ghost because it's been pretty toasty here. And it's starting to think about bolting because of temperature. So then my indoor grow operation is all I have. I have cut that down from 4 shelves to 2 shelves under the understanding, and it may be a false hope, but it is my understanding that this time of year, those seeds and things we put in our garden start thinking about giving us vegetables. So I'm hoping I get vegetables soon. I have little teeny tiny green tomatoes right now. I took some pictures of those. I have little teeny tiny strawberries. Way behind schedule on the strawberries, but that's just because I got bare root strawberries this year. Got my side gig slowly ramping up. Good. What's your side gig again? Because I'm mixed up. And of course on YouTube, the answer to my question will come 5 minutes afterwards. Is there a sign like the X days since injury that says X days since missing a dog? No, it's X days since plumbing problems around here. We've actually bought extra plumbing parts on spec so that when the water goes out at the workshop, we know how to fix it without having to go to the store. Group project for guests to help you with at the workshop. We're putting in a solar water heater. That's the build for the workshop. And that's probably happening on Thursday, but if it's pouring down rain for some reason, which it totally could be this year because we've had a really rainy year, we'll move it to Friday. So the agenda gets set and then it's weather specific. So if the weather is bad, then we do something else. And then we wait for the nice day to do the group project. Are you going to make us wait until the workshop to see the bucket maters? Do you want to see the bucket maters? Let's see. I've got 84% battery. I still don't have 1,000 followers, so I can't just use my flippin' phone. You guys could help me with that by telling your friends to follow my channel. Okay, let's go. No, you just went outside. I'm going to have to yell at the dog. Chestnut, come here. Come here. Dog needs to go inside. If Chestnut and Cece are out together, it's a problem. Sunny! Cece, come here. Anyway, here are the bucket maters. You want to see the bucket maters? We have bucket maters. Those are the bucket maters. They're doing really well. They're 2 feet 6 inches tall. And we have actual maters on the bucket. Do you see that right here? That's a tomato. I actually know what kind of tomato is. That's a Siegler striped. So he left me, Siegler put in the outdoor aquaponics system here. And he put some tomatoes from his house in there. And they ended up being a zebra striped tomato that's kind of pink. And I kept seeds from it. And That's definitely one I can tell because I can see the striping starting. Plus, they're always the first to produce every year. My labeling got a little topsy-turvy, so this is the bucket maters. And then these are the pipe tomatoes. So this year we're doing an experiment. Do these grow better? Or do these grow better? Or do these grow better? Or do these grow better? What happens here is water fills in through the drip pipe, drains out here, right? Down here. And it's got a deep water culture. We set the level for the water with this little thing here. Right now, the water level's up here. I'll probably open that up soon. I'm going to check the roots and make sure they're long enough and have more air. And then the water comes in over here. See if I can get the camera there. Water comes here, flows down the pipe, all the way down the pipe. It's like a giant sewage pipe down there. They both go into the same sump pump so I can manage the nutrient level. And you, dog, need to come inside. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. She doesn't want to be inside, but Sunny's the other dog she runs off with. Sunny is running around having a really good time. Go inside. So she's kind of sucking it up and going with what I ask. And this is some of my outdoor lettuce. I just harvested it yesterday. Those are just in trays with nutrient. It's like super easy to grow. And I put them behind the tomatoes so that they would not have as much sunlight. So what do you guys think of my bucket maters? What help might you need for things at the workshop? People coming to the workshop, what to bring besides your own supplies. If you can get your hands on hand sanitizer and it's not $50,000 for a gallon of it, bring some. Just bring a little bit to share. Bring some booze to share or beer to share or non-alcoholic beverage to share. That's always helpful. I have a big cooler set out that you can just, with ice in it, that you can put stuff in. Other than that, I think we're pretty good. If I think of something, I'll say it. As far as preparing for the workshop, though, it's going to be hot, I think. It's June in Tennessee. It will probably be hot, or it won't. Yeah, so what I'm looking at in the forecast is we're looking at mid to high 80s during the day, which is hot if the sun is out. If it's cloudy, it might only be lower 80s, mid 70s. At nighttime, we're getting down to 60, 65. So at nighttime, it cools off. It's pleasant for sleeping. If it rains, you want to have mud boots around here. You don't you can actually make it through the whole workshop not having walked on any grass or mud pretty much. So that may not be necessary, but if you want to walk around and see things, you want to have like mud boots or something. In case it rains, you want to have rain gear because we're eating here and 1/10 of a mile away is where our sessions are. So we're walking back and forth between the sessions. We'll probably figure out a way to shuttle people back and forth if they don't want to walk, but it's a pleasant walk unless it's monsooning on your head and then it's a less pleasant walk. So yeah, I'm not going to be there, but I can send hand sanitizer. New Jersey's where it all is. Like, so here's the deal. I'll show you. Walmart finally has hand sanitizer. This is 3 ounces of hand sanitizer. 3 ounces. At any given event, I usually have 2 or 3 of these. You see the difference? So I think we're okay. But if one of these comes across your path and is for personal use, that's cool. I don't need gallons of it. You know, stuff goes bad over time, but I've got soap and I've got 3 hand washing stations ready to go that don't count like just inside sinks, right? So I think we'll be okay. I'm trying to make it real easy for people to wash their hands and not give us their funk. But I mean, we usually do. I just, I got a little more type A about it this year. Yours is coming down from distilleries. Yeah, we have a distillery that sells for like $30 for twice this volume. I'm not spending $30 for twice that. It's too much. Doesn't make sense. Oops, scared the dog. Also, I dropped the hand sanitizer. Yay, bucket maters. Yep. Anyway, any other questions before we sign off? I was hoping the Holler neighbors would get here, but it's like 7:27. We're 3 minutes away from when we're supposed to end, and they're still not here. Chestnut, come here. Come here. You want to meet my other Holler neighbor? Come here. Over on this side. She's really confused. Chestnut, come here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Chestnut, get up here. Okay. This is Chestnut. Hi, Chestnut. That's Chestnut. She's a mountain cur. She knows she's not supposed to be on the couch. She's really confused. She didn't want to get up there. Okay, get that down. Come on, come here. Chestnut, come here. No. Now she's like, I'm committed to being on the couch next to you. And Cece's jealous. So that's my other dog. There's a third dog around here. Her name is Sage. She's really old. She's German Shepherd lab mix. And she wants nothing to do with the live stream, just for the record. Are there the lines or circles so nobody gets closer? Okay, so here's the thing. To stay 6 feet away from people at my workshop, you have to have a good idea of what 6 feet is. Yep. It's not that hard. We're actually going to be outside most of the time. Skeeters off. The skeeters aren't that bad this year. The black fly things, though, like the sweat bees, those things suck. They come out at bug 30, then they go away again. What I find works best for that is that it's that bug thing that Jack recommends that I was using before he recommended it, but it's the starts with an E. Can't remember what it's called. It works really well, though, and I have a couple of those set up. We'll have candles. What I find works really, really well, though, is a campfire. So we have a campfire pit set up out there. We'll have tents. There's always ways to get away from the bugs, right, Cece? Thermocell, yeah, starts with an E, but it really starts with a T. Yeah, the thermocell. I love the thermocell. We could get some suspenders and hula hoops to maintain distance. I'm just going to make people wear noodles. Where is Bear at Paul's house? I'm assuming you're Paul Stevens Sr., the father of Paul Stevens. Bear's at home, and the rednecks are not here because they're driving a truck back from Nashville that Paul bought. So I thought they'd be here by now, but they're slow. But I hear a car. So I'm just going to keep talking to you guys in case that's them driving up. Because what is a Holler neighbor live stream without all of the Holler neighbors? You've met all the dogs. You've met one of my cats. You've seen my tomatoes. You've even seen the little tomato, and I see a car. There's a redneck in the car. It's a redneck neighbor. I don't see the truck with the other redneck. But the Stevens redneck is totally here right now. So I'll stay on so they can come say hello. Oh, they're going to get all sorts of barking. Dude, come in. He's talking on the telephone instead of doing the live stream. Tell me he's not talking to you, Paul. He's not talking to you, is he? Here he comes. Don't let the dogs out. Woof, 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 woof. Okay. I've done the live stream without the Holler neighbors the whole time. They totally want to see you. Nighthawk's here. He's also being really polite and taking his shoes off in my house. Cece's doing backflips because she's so excited to see him. So this dude named Paul Stevens wants to know where your dog is.
Probably. Wait a minute.
Okay. Talk to them.
Why am I talking to them?
Because my dog is ridiculous. Sunny, come here. Sunny, come here. Cece, go outside. Hey. Stop it. Okay. Dog drama's over.
Watch the cord dog.
So they got to all meet the dogs except for Sunny. Oh, wait. I better move over. There's another redneck here. Yo, Nighthawk from Mark Alexander.
Hi.
The unemployed Unabomber has arrived. Have a seat. Tell them hello.
Hi.
How does it feel driving a truck all the way home with brakes that don't work?
Our last problem.
Wait, you drove it
I
home?
drove it home.
Oh.
It works.
Did you fix the brakes?
Not
Come
yet.
here, Sonny. Show them Sonny.
Come here. Sit. No, come here. Oh, there we go.
Another dog of the Holler. This is Sunny. Somebody gave her a black eye today. She's also wet from being in the creek, which is kind of gross.
All right.
Anyway, guys, we talked all about preparations for the workshop.
Sit.
I told them all the stuff you're going to build in the next 2 weeks for the workshop.
Huh?
Most questions were about hand sanitizer, and they wanted to see the bucket maters. So I showed them the bucket maters.
Bucket maters.
Tomato.
Oh.
He's from Mississippi. He should know what a mater is. Who are you? What have you done with Tactical Redneck?
Like 5 hours driving to Nashville and back.
And I didn't spend 5 hours driving to Murfreesboro and back at Short Mountain Distillery.
You've had a chance to recover. I just got back.
Technically, you only spent about an hour and a half driving back. The
They're
rest of it was
always
just
complaining.
riding.
Always complaining. They're probably not going to like this fend for yourself night. They don't care. There's meat. Okay. Yeah, see? That makes it all happy. Let's see.
Switch.
Jenny's really disappointed in you for not knowing what a mater is. He wants to know if you're truckered out. PA does. Okay, guys, any questions before we sign off? I can't wait to see you at the workshop, those of you who are coming, and I will try to live stream from the workshop. We'll see how that goes. It would be, if I had like 1,000 followers, I could do it with my phone instead of carrying the computer around. But we'll see what we can do. Actually, at dinner time, we're on Wi-Fi, so I might be able to do a little bit before things get too rambunctious for me to be carrying my computer out and among the people. Yeah. And next Thursday, if we have it in us, we'll probably do a special Holler Neighbor live stream with Mama Sauce because she'll be here. I don't know how we're fitting 4 people on this couch, but I'm sure we can do it. Nancy just told me the Holler Hounds and Sunny had a big time. Yes, they did. She came back exhausted from that visit. And you're the master mater. Are you a tomato? He's a tomato. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Make it a great week.